What in the ghetto?
I hear the girl from Bali, spreading her love like a warm gentle breeze. Oh yeah, she dances through the streets with a smile on her face,
Unfuckwittable.
bringing joy to all, no matter the place. She shares her love with people, dogs and cats in her presence. Oh yeah, she's every step.
This is my second time in the United States in 1 year. What in the ghetto? This definitely was not a part of my initial plan at the beginning of the year, but as life kept lifing, it organically happened where I ended up back in the United States, not for a long time, but for a good time. And being here these last few weeks has really shown me something about myself. I have demonized the United States for a very long time, rightfully so. I think growing up in this country, as growing up in any country, has its pros and its cons. And there are absolutely beautiful things about the United States and privileges and all of that good stuff that I feel very grateful to have. Now I'm realizing that when there is a sense of peace that resides inside, you can be anywhere. You can be anywhere happily, peacefully, freely, unbothered, unfuckwittable, unshakable. You can just be. Now, does that mean I would choose to live here? I don't feel like makes a good home. No, I wouldn't live in the United States. However, being here has made me realize how a lot of the things that I initially thought about being here were a reflection of where I was. Like, I thought people were mean, people were rude, people didn't care. And honestly, my experience this time around has been nothing but sweetness. Literally nothing but sweetness. Every person that I've run into, every place that I've been, it has been full of love, kindness. But the love and kindness starts with myself. The love and kindness I adorn myself in by taking care of my body, mind, and remembering to breathe is just extended to everyone and everything around me. It's that simple and it's that deep. Having the courage to make the time, to slow down when everything is moving fast, to eat the foods that nourish me versus what's easy, having consistency with my practice and prayers, maintaining the spaces I'm in by cleaning, organizing, rearranging, and releasing, taking the time to stop, rest, reset, realign, doing all of the things that truly bring me so much joy when sometimes they defy societal expectations and even defy my own limiting beliefs. Self-care is not for you. It has nothing to do with you. Your self-care is for everything and everyone around you. You are one less person suffering, which means one less person to cause suffering. I mean, and I'm shocked. I'm shocked because my initial idea was that just wasn't possible here. But what was really happening was that was a reflection of where I was. I was me. I didn't care. How I was perceiving where I was a reflection of where I was. So I'm on my way to facilitate a cacao ceremony. And I've been having a lot of fear lately around the offerings that I give. One of the fears is that, like, there's this fear of not knowing enough. Oh, don't you just hate that one? Like, I don't know enough yet. I shouldn't be doing this because, like, I need to know so much more before I can do this. And I need to, like, practice more. I need to practice more, or like one day in the future I'll be like the best at this and I'll be able to. And it's such a ridiculous fear because I know what I know. And I know it enough to be able to share it. I know how it has blessed my life. So it's just like a really strange fear that keeps coming up. And there were so many reasons today why I was literally not going to go and facilitate the ceremony, that being one. And then I think just from that fear, all these other thought bubbles kept popping up from that emotion. All the thought bubbles, right? One emotion triggers an infinite amount of thoughts. So all the things of why I shouldn't go came up. So whenever that happens, I like to just do it. I like to just do it. Don't play with me. After my train ride, I feel so much more clear and open and spacious, and a lot less nervous. Just overthinking what I know. And I actually just had an insight that fear comes from a place of separateness. Where there is separation, there is fear. Where there is unity, there is love. Unity and fear can't go together. Because then, who is other? Who is other? What is other to be fearful of? So, where there is love, fear can't exist. A beautiful friend of mine said this today, and it penetrated deeply. Abide in what brings you the most joy long enough, and it will bring you the fruits that you are seeking. That was just too good to keep to myself. As I held space at the cacao ceremony, it was clear to me that there was no separation happening there. I was simply extending the joy and love. This was the fruit. May right action reap the harvest, so we may enjoy the fruit of our beingness. It is now almost 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm on my way home from the cacao ceremony that I had so much fear around. And when I say that it was probably one of the most beautiful experiences that I've ever had with human beings, it's up there. It truly is one for the books. The amount of you had to be there. You just had to be there. So when I leave the house each day, life takes care of me. I meet all the right people. I say all the right things. I make all the right choices. I enter all of the right rooms. I see everything that is meant for me to see. I'm staying with my best friend, and today she is surprising me and taking me somewhere. I don't know exactly where, so I'm really excited. And she told me to get dressed. So I'm about to get dressed. Can you believe that she went out of her way for no reason at all to put a smile on my face? Sexy today, but very like goddessy, very flowy. Can you believe that the world has an abundance of people just like this that will do anything in their power to make you happy? The secret is, first, we must be that person. And I are here observing the national animal of New York City. There it goes. Look at him. We see you. I'm here at the park. I found a little cute place. I was telling my friend Demi how I love how wild it is in some parts of this park where the nature is still a bit untamed. That feels good. That it's not all neat and organized and fixed up. I'm about to have my breakfast. I brought a banana. I have one unpitted date, and I have this organic creamy cashew yogurt that I love from Trader Joe's, and some water. I just left a really, really delicious yoga class. on a part of our journey, we need environments that are conducive to healing, that are conducive to shedding, that are held, that are nurturing, that are loving. Honestly, we need that all the time for all of our lives. But when we talk about coming out of like deep-rooted traumas and societal conditioning and changing habits and all of those things, we really do need to be in environments that are conducive to that. That's really important. We need to be a part of communities, surrounded by people, things that are conducive to that. So this is not to negate that. And being away has allowed me to be here now and to be here in a completely different state of being. To have a relaxed nervous system in New York City. To know when to yield. To know when to extend myself. To just have that mindfulness and that discernment. We don't leave to try to escape ourselves. We may leave to heal, to get the medicine that we need, to remember the highest version of ourselves, but we don't travel or move continuously to run. And then once you get the medicine, then you're able to be anywhere, and you're able to be with yourself and be yourself and be wherever you are. And that's what New York is. Well, the United States, I'm in New York if you can't tell. But that's what has been being revealed to me from being here. How this place has just been a reflection of where I am. Everything is just a reflection of where you are. Essentially, all things are empty.
One of my favorite mantras is the Purna mantra. I'll translate it in English, and it says, that is the whole. This is the whole. From wholeness emerges wholeness. Wholeness coming from wholeness. Only wholeness remains. Which basically means that outer world is nothing other than the inner world that is within me. I am complete and perfect part of the whole, and I carry the essence of this knowing within, and I meet the world full of wonder and joy.
Even a wounded world is feeding us. Even a wounded world holds us, giving us moments of wonder and joy. I choose joy over despair because joy is what the earth gives me daily, and I must return the gift. Oh.
Dances through the streets with a smile on her face, bringing joy to all, no matter the place. She shares her love.